Arcath is going to be first up versus Bayek. They're missing somebody over for the team too. They are missing they're missing Young Jay. Hopefully he'll actually load in a second. It is going to be Bayek immediately getting hammered down by Arcath. He's just charging out. Shield of Edits for both paladins. Bayek having to burn his first, so that means his shield is going to pop. Immunity out really early for Arcath. This gives him a perfect opportunity to press the offensive. Unfortunately, he's out of Hand of Freedom. He's out of horses. Final Freedom is going back in and might be able to keep some pressure onto Bayek, but Bayek so far has not had to use an immunity at all. So this could be his opportunity to use something. Lay on hands to reset his health bar. Does Arcath use a lane hands? He can't. He's locked out. Might be looking for a bubble potentially. Bayek could put in enough pressure. He's trying to see if he can get the angle. Does get hit with a stun. Maybe looking for a bubble right now. Bayek does bubble. Did not trust damage from Arcath to just be not enough to take him out. Try to see if he catch up to Arcath, but he's unable to. So Bayek is going to have to get a reset and play super safe. Young got a kick from a session. That's unfortunate. Hopefully, well, somebody's going to have to play for two, essentially. Leo, Curdy, Axe, Bayek. You guys are going to have to play as a one-man army. You're down one man, unfortunately. Young could not make his way into the arena. Session timed out. Or kick from session. Not 100% what that means. But you guys are going to have to figure something out. And it's going to be Arcath. So far, it feels like Arcath has had a leg up onto Bayek the entire time. He's just going to try to see if he can maximize range. He knew that Bayek was going to come out with some shenanigans. There goes immunity. Arcath could bubble. There goes the bubble. He's just going to bubble while he's super high on health. And for Bayek, he's got cooldowns rolling. But those cooldowns are going to be wasted with that bubble up on Arcath. Now that both paladins got a bit of a reset. This is as much of a reset as any of them wanted. Shield of It's out for both of them. But Bayek is a little bit behind on health. Arcath is now a little bit down. Bayek is now back at about half his health. Gets in with a stun for Arcath. That's a full go. Does Bayek? Oh, he doesn't even have anything he could have done. I didn't realize Arcath was going to hit him that hard at the end. Just a quick old chopper at him. Damn. Did a lot of damage. Actually fantastic. Blind misses for Arcath, but he does not miss his Leo. Catching a full stun onto Arcath, who just trinketed. Quick Reaper Scythe taking him out with Rest in Hell gonna be up next as he got full imprison on the guy. Apparently I can't play today. Yeah, it's all good, man. All good, Bayek. All good. No, man. You know what I mean? It's a chess match, right? Whoever uses the stun, whoever uses immunity first, those things. I think that's what it comes down to, man. I think he might have crit at the end. I thought, like, with a Dawnlight build, usually it's a lot of sustained damage, not bursty damage. So I was actually surprised he got hit with that Templars that hard. You're good, man. You're good. Honestly. Plus, no matter what you're doing, can't win them all. No matter what it is, man. I learned my lesson. Can't win every single match, honestly. And that one is just one of those matches. A mess up for Leo really early. Rest in Hell trying to see if he can get those angles, but the Chain of Ice and the Roots out for Leo. Does end up stopping a lot of his go. Finally able to imprison Leo in place just to hold him for a second. Silence onto Rest in Hell. Able to fire fell lances to Leo. But it's going to be Leo going for a bit of a death pack just to give himself a little bit extra health to work with. So he's actually perfectly okay back behind the pillar. I like the little aura you got going on, by the way. That thing looks absolutely adorable. Also, they make fantastic aquatic mounts. So like if you're ever going to be in the water, otters are a great ground mount and are fast swimmers. So probably the best combo you can really get, honestly. Into a big old beam out for Rest in Hell. Does end up go for Darkness, but Leo's not going to rush at him. So that Darkness is going to get wasted. He was thinking it was going to be more of a defensive choice. Mass burst on Leo, dropping to about half a health. Full burst, full damage, full Scythe breath comes out for Leo. But Rest in Hell looks like he barely took any damage from that. It was full onslaught by the Death Knight. But Rest in Hell ignored it like it didn't even exist. Fear out McCurdy. Able to go for a Halo, able to go for a potential bit of damage. He wants to make sure he gets the most damage of the rest of it. He's just going to go for full immunity. He's just going to drop a couple of sigils down, walk away from that rift. Is going to get a charge around the corner, catches a kick onto Curdy on Holy, I think. It's going to end up backflipping out of there, right out of that rift. It's a full Ivy just searing right through Curdy. PI is available for the praise, but that's all he's really got. And that's going to be Rest in Hell. I think potentially ripping the PI off of him, maybe. Definitely should. Because that's going to give you not only one euro of PI, but two soul fragments that you get to take off of Curdy as well in order to give yourself a bit of healing. Curdy with yet another rift, getting caught in the interrupt onto Shadow. Unfortunately, rift is still in play though. Curdy trying to maximize whatever damage he's got, but it doesn't matter. Rest in Hell gets so much blade damage that it doesn't even matter. Rest in Hell needs to use backflip. He might just need to use a backflip here versus Axe. He's trying to see if he can stay on top of the rogue as best as he can. Big sigil into a backflip, expecting the rogue to maybe go for a stun. Does end up getting hit with a cheap shot. It is very, very short, apparently. Hold on a second. Rest and Hulk can fly up in the air. Might just want to. Axe with invasion. I-beam. Hold on. Wait. Rest in hell. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. The damage. And is it full? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter if it's a full health. I think it resets itself back to full. I didn't realize it was going to go for 3 like that. Well done. We're missing somebody over in team 1. Hopefully they do get in. Is it the priest we picked up? Okay, we still might need a +1 after that. So maybe Vamp or maybe somebody that I had whispered earlier might respond. Second wind is going to be first up. He's walking slowly, but it's going to be immediate Ring of Frost. Wait a second. The wings, the toned down shoulders. This actually looks like a 6 set. I think I tried to see if you can make the tabard work, right? Because I said the other day, like, I got the tabard, but like, I've had a really hard time making that thing work, to be honest. Like, it's so rough. It's going to be an interrupt on the Arcane Surge. Let it channel, let it cast all the way almost to the end. With a stun right after, while Grease was able to reposition. Spear down, can't go anywhere. You are stuck with a Phoenix, unfortunately. That Phoenix with the meteorites does a lot of damage. So defense stands for second. Maybe looking for big executes, needs a heal. That Phoenix, unfortunately, cannot get healed from. And he does have a Warlock Hellstone on his team with Licton. So he does have that Draenei Racial in order to give himself a heal. That is, what, 20% of healing, if not higher? Wait, isn't it more than 20% now? Like 30 something? It is a big heal now. Or is it a shorter cooldown? I think they made it 3 minute to a 2 minute cooldown. Maybe that's what it is. Big Demolish does get himself a shield. Charge right after the mage with a Nova right after. Unless Grease got something to work with. Try to go for a goblin jump, but it does not get away at all. Lead by the warrior. He's making sure to time those charges and positioning to make sure he doesn't get put in a bad spot. Chills is going to be up next. Full army of the undead charging at him. Disarm onto Chills. And for second would parry up and available. But now he's going to be stuck out here, fearing some of the minions, mostly the riders, but there's just not much healing he can do. The pets, unfortunately, are really overwhelming. So unless maybe he had like a fear, immediate leap, go behind the pillar, chill, and then use the parry towards the tail end of the burst, I feel like that's the only way he could have lived. But it is a tough one. Chills pulls the opportunity of Skull. Yes. Wait, pet classes? Oh, dude, yeah, pet classes are rough, not gonna lie. Definitely. I feel like the only way to deal with it is CC shows leap away, get behind the pillar, let the pets walk to you slowly, and then use parry towards the tail end of that burst, and that guarantees that you live. Because he can only do that every 1.5 minutes, and you use parry every 1.5 minutes, but his burst is so long lasting, parry only can do so much. It's got to be, I think, parry mobility, otherwise there's no way around it. However, can Chilpus go for 2 for 2 so far with Warrior? Was able to get the first one down, able to almost walk away from Demolish, but that range of Demolish does not matter. They did give it quite a bit of range somewhat recently-ish. Chills potentially maybe looking for more defense. See a blind is going to check out on Puri, is going to go for a bit of that Wraith walk, and just walking out of there, man, with a bit of that self-heal. Puri does have all these ghouls that he can potentially take down. Does take down some ghoul, unless it was the mages that just falls over after a while. Might be the mages. Chills does have necrotics falling off finally. Potentially could go for a bit of healing AMS. Not going to be able to stop a lot of the damage from Puri. It's a lot of physical damage, but he can't slow him down. Stunned by the pet short. Does have a Warbreaker on all those pets, but unfortunately, as he can charge up towards Chills, he can't really get around with it easily. Chills making sure to Glowing Shadows from around the corner. He sees a little more damage. That stun maybe secured him win. Demolished, but Chills is still kicking and does end up clawing him down with a quick death strike off of the succubus. I'm not sure why the succubus is attacking him, as it's not the succubus is supposed to. Unholy Death Knight charging in. Shield's just trying to see if he can back himself out of there. I'm not sure what's happening. He's attacking something. I'm not sure exactly what. What is happening? Flex? Oh, is it the pet? Not really sure what happened. I was just watching Chill Pill's pets at that point. Is it Baneling? It's Baneling. Immolation up next. Big Hunt charge in onto Big Blue Bull. That's going for big damage right after. It's going to be Dome Ledgeborn to follow. IBF as well. So it's going to be every defensive for the Death Knight, but he's still taking hits after hits. Immolation got so many pets for him to cleave off of. It's plenty survivability. Knockdown does not quite connect. IBM just a little bit too far away. Able to recharge, reconnect with a Foul Blade towards Bull. Should be able to take him out. AMS barely keeping him alive. It's actually stopping a lot of the chaos damage. Emo does go in for full immune, and this is where he just needed for those chaos dots to take down the Death Knight. Just a little bit of time. DK Bubble Party. What with the shields and stuff? Yeah, pretty much, isn't it? Flex is going to be up next, though. High Mountain Flex versus Emo. It's going to be a lot of bursts. Flex is going to be doing some damage from around the pillar pretty early on. What's the Mog, actually? It's really green. I like it. I actually really like it. It's like Cenarion type of Demon Hunter in a sense. Does get himself a short charge over Flex, but a Freezing Trap stops him. And unless Emo can do something here, it's going to be a Harpoon back to stop him in place. A big damage into an Imprison for a second. Flex is going to... Emo is going to have to think about potentially getting himself a lot of healing. Is going to get a lot of souls out, fragments out of Flex, though, to help him recover, avoiding the charge from the Stampede, which unfortunately the charge from Stampede just isn't consistent for PvP. Charge out as Emo was able to dodge that stun, and Flex just going for immunity not to lose that health if he can help it. Into a trinket by Emo, got himself a bit of that damage onto Flex, trying to see if he keeps himself that range from Emo. Charges on that flanking strike, disrupted that attack to begin with. Darkness down. He knows that Flex wants to finish him off right here. He's super low on health, trying to go for whatever damage he can. Will need to go maybe some kind of CC onto Flex, charging in really quickly into a stun right after him. Does he have any damage to follow up? Short stun, but it looks like Flex Spear continued to stab him even though through a stun, which I'm not sure that's supposed to happen at all. Flex, though, is not going to live with Rep going to be up next. It's just not much you can really follow up with. With Licton as an Affliction Warlock going to be last one left. I love this set, by the way. It looks so good. Full Void Walker armor stuff thing in the shoulders and the helm. Big fan of it, honestly. Big fan of it. Honestly, Epitome? What is Epitome? Hold on a second. Probably Epitome would have been a... Wait! Chat, is this normal? Is this like supposed to be walking around like a pet? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to... Is the... What is happening? Ramp is also dead, by the way. Oh, he just actually left because he is dead. I am not used to... Wait, is this normal? Whenever you play around as a soul harvester, was the demon... Was it always like a pet that you summon? I was pretty sure it's supposed to be a demon that sits like an animation on top of the person, not literally a pet that runs after him. What is that damage? It is kind of wild though, isn't it? That's Affliction, and so far we haven't seen Affliction play except there. But pretty sure you usually walk around. Really? I thought it was just like a thing that just sits on people's heads, like a little ghoul. Is that normal? Pet attack too, because it's pet attack me. Ah, okay. I was wondering.